Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. My name is Gloria Cotton, and I'd like to be called Glow. I'm making this video because a couple of people have asked me what was I thinking and why did I make my 2 minute 19-second video entitled Supremacy. And so that's what this is about. Uh, and they asked me to make that because they said it's such a departure, which it is, from the other videos I have made. Go over to either my website at gloria@gloriacotton.com or check me out on YouTube. Pretty soon you'll be able to see stuff on TikTok. Anyway, that stuff that I've made in the past is some titles are Love is Always Flowing and Send Out Boomerangs of Love, and uh, it shows us as human beings as we are being born and held in the hand of God. This one is not like that. Uh, and people have said, while they've said those others give them a sense of calm and peace and joy, uh, this one people have said is ugly, which it is. And my daughter used the word scary. She said, "This is scary, Mom." And I said, "Good, because supremacy is scary." Eh, Different people have what I call ministries. And by that, I mean, what are you here on the planet to do, and how do you do it? Some people only talk about negative stuff. Some people only talk about positive, good stuff. I don't do that. My ministry is includes the ugly stuff and the delicious stuff. The truth is, ugly stuff exists, and we deal with it every day. Um, I fully want to enjoy this life experience. And so, with that as an intention for coming to this planet, in this body at this time, I celebrate and learn from the nuances of both the good stuff and the bad stuff that's happening out there and that's happening in here. And so my film, Supremacy, talks about the ugliness and the layering of that ugliness of supremacy. Ain't nothing cute about supremacy. And so it begins with my definition of what in the world are you talking about when you're talking about supremacy, so we can start from a place of common understanding. And then some examples of how what supremacy is around, uh, what it includes, the impacts of it, the mindsets of it, and then this swamp thing which represents supremacy and all of the ugly mess. Wherever he goes, he deposits ugly stuff because that's his job as supremacy. That's what he does. What the Swamp Thing has forgotten, though, is I believe that everything that exists has positivity or God in it. My belief is it wouldn't exist if there wasn't some love within it. And love is the same thing as God to me. So sometimes I use source, sometimes I use divinity, whatever word. And my belief is that the divine doesn't care what you call it. Like my children, I've been mother, mommy, uh, mother, and several other things. I'm sure they have called me behind my back hello that they wouldn't say to my face. It's okay. I know them and I know their voices. from the time they were babies, even until now. So that's part of the intimacy that we have. It's part of the intimacy that I have with the divine. So just understand that this swamp thing at the end, love comes from him or it, but it is masculine. So it comes from him. And he is restored, renewed, healed. And that is everything I do ends with, so what, now what? Isn't that great to understand how you define supremacy, Gloria? Uh, isn't it affirming, if not great? But it's great to affirm what it is, what the impacts and consequences are. But so what, now what? And the now what is that no matter how ugly, no matter how vile and filthy, I wish this video could be, it's the video and the audio. I wish I could make it smellio because I'm sure the smell would be sulfur, that of decaying something or others. What I have said often is it smells like a latrine without lime. It's horrible. And even at the most horrible that we can be as human beings, when we, as my grandmother used to say, come to ourselves, when we remember that we are love and operate from that certainty instead of the lie of what we are doing out of fear and the lack, our experience of the lack of love. When we realize that's a lie, you can't ever really be cut off from love. When we realize that, then the healing begins and we begin to heal. And while we have left this ugly stench everywhere we have gone, and it comes before us while are there and afterwards. While those things have been true, then they are no longer true because love is just wonderful. So that's why I hope that gives some clarity on why I made this video. I wanted people to understand these are horrible times that we are living in right now, globally and within the United States. It's just ugly. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people are feeling and impacted by the ugliness. And so we need to understand what in the world is this hell that we have created, why it exists, what it is, who it affects, and how. And what in the heaven can we do about it? That's what it is. See you on the flip side. Go on over, check out this video. I may put the link to it beneath this. Yeah, so it'll be easy for you. All right, take care now. Bye-bye. Love you. And there's a hug in your future. Come on now, if you want one.